Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. In this video, I will explain about this project, What Next Vision Motors, shaping the future of mobility with innovation and excellence. We will have the clear instructions on this workspace tab, so click on that. And here, the first instruction is about use case. The motto of this project is to automate the vehicle order processing using Salesforce. And the main goals are we are going to assign the orders to the nearest dealers based on the customer location. And also, we will create the logic to prevent orders for out of stock vehicles. And then we will send the email reminders for the test drives before one day of the scheduled date. To achieve all of these goals, we are using flows and Apex in Salesforce. So this is about the use case of this project. So let's move with the next instruction, that is Salesforce credentials creation. So to complete this project, we need to sign up for the developer account. So here is the link, click on that. So we need to fill all the details available here. After that, we need to select this checkbox and also we need to verify this I am not a robot. After filling all of these, just click on the sign me up button. Then you will receive an email regarding the password reset, and also there you will find the username of the developer account. So with the help of that username and password, you can log in into your developer edition org. So I already created one of the new developer edition org. So that's why I'm not creating it again. So this is my developer edition org. After that, we are having the next instruction about data management objects creation. So here we can see that there are 6 objects available and we need to create each and everything in our developer edition org. So let's start creating with this vehicle object. So here is the step-by-step instruction. Copy the label, that is vehicle, and here move to the setup page. Further click on this gear icon and then select the setup button. Now select here as object manager and here click on this create and then click on this custom object. Now paste the label and also type the plural label as vehicles. Just scroll down and here select this allow reports and also this allow search. After that, just click on this save and new button. We need to create one more custom object. So the name is the vehicle dealer object. So copy the label and then move to the setup page and then paste the label here and also type the plural label as vehicle dealers. So just scroll down, select this allow reports and also this allow search. After that, click on the save and new button. Then we need to create one more custom object. So here we can see that create the remaining objects as well. Here we can see all the 6 custom objects and we completed the creation with vehicle and vehicle dealer. Let's start creating with this vehicle customer. So I'm just typing the label vehicle and then customer. So copy this label and then paste it in the plural label and just add as the end. After that, just scroll down and here select this allow reports and also this allow search. After that, click on save and new. Then we need to create vehicle order custom object. So type the label as vehicle order. Copy this label and then paste it in the plural label and type S at the end. Then in this record name, change it to vehicle order number. And also change this data type from text to auto number. And for this display format, type it as O hyphen and in the flower brace, type 4 zeros. And after that, for the starting number, type 001 and here select this allow reports and also allow search. After that, click on the save and new button. And the next object we need to create is vehicle test drive. So here type the label as vehicle test drive. Copy this label and then add it in the plural label and type S at the end. After that, select this allow reports and also this allow search and then click on this save and new button. And the last object that we need to create is vehicle service request. So type the label as vehicle service request. After that, copy the label and then add it in the plural label. At the end, add S. And here select this allow reports and also this allow search and then click on the save button. So like this, we successfully created all of these 6 custom objects. Let's move to the next instruction, that is data management tabs creation. So here we need to create tabs for each and every custom object. For that, move to the setup page and here go to home, and in this quick find search for tabs. So select these tabs. Here click on this new. Select the object as vehicle and select this tab style. You can select any tab style that you want, and for the vehicle I am selecting the tab style as car. After that, click on this next button. Again click on this next and finally click on save button. We need to create tabs for all of the 6 custom objects, and we created one. We need to create remaining 5 custom objects. For that, click on this new and here select the object as vehicle customer, and for this object I am selecting the tab style as people and then click next. Again click next and finally click on save button. Now click on new and select the object as vehicle dealer, and for the tab style select it as building and then click next. Again click next and finally click on save button. Again click new. At this time select the object as vehicle order and select the tab style as box and then click next. Again click next and finally click on save button. Again click on new. Select the object as vehicle service request. Select the tab style. So I am selecting the tab style as this form and then click next. Again click next and finally click on this save button. So we need to create one last custom object tab. So here select the object as vehicle test drive and select the tab style as, so I am selecting it as gear and then click next. Again click next and finally click on the save button. So like this, we successfully created the tab styles for all of the 6 custom objects. So let's move to the next instruction, that is data management app manager. So here we need to create the app for our project. For that, move to the setup page and here in this quick find search for app manager. Select it and here click on this new lightning app. Then copy the app name from the instructions, that is WhatNext Vision Motors, and then paste it here and click next. Again click next. Again click next, and from this available items search for vehicle. So select all these objects, that is vehicle customers and vehicle dealers, vehicle orders, vehicle service request, vehicle test drive and finally vehicles. After that, we need to add 2 more standard objects, that is reports and also dashboards. So you need to add all of these objects to our app. After that, click next and we need to select the available profile as system administrator. So select the system administrator and click on this add symbol. So after selecting all of these correctly, just click on the save and finish button. So we successfully created the app. Let's see whether it's created or not. Further, click on this launcher icon and here in this search for WhatNext Vision Motors. So here it is. That means we created the app successfully. So select this app and here we can see all of these available items, and also we have given the access to this app for system administrator only. So let's move to the next instruction, that is data management fields creation. So we need to create the fields for each and every object. So let's start with vehicle custom object. So move to the setup page and here click on this gear icon and move to the setup page. Here click on this object manager and in this quick find search for vehicle. So select this vehicle and move to this fields and relationship So the first custom field is vehicle name. So the vehicle name is already available and we need to create this vehicle model. So here click on this new and select the data type as pick list and then click next. Type the label as vehicle model. After that select this enter values and here we need to enter the values like sedan and then SUV. After that EV electric vehicles. After that just type etc. So after adding all of these values just click on this next button and finally click on this save and new button. So the next field that we need to create is stock quantity. So copy this stock quantity and here select the data type as number and then click next. So paste the label here and also we need to replace these star marks and also in the middle there is a underscore, remove that. So you need to add the field label as stock space quantity, that's it. So after adding the field label correctly just click on next, again click next, then click on the save and new button. So the next field to be created is price field. So copy the label and then here select the data type as currency and then click next. Now paste the label here. Just remove these star marks. After that click on next. Again click next. And finally click on save and new button. So the next field is dealer and it is of lookup relationship. So move to this setup page and here select it as lookup relationship and then click next. So here select to be related to as vehicle dealer and then click next. Leave it as this and then click next. Again click next. Next. And finally click on save and new button. And the next field is status field. So copy the label and then add it here. Select the data type as pick list and then click next. Now paste the label and also remove the star marks. After that select here as enter values. Now see what the values we need to add, that is available, out of stock and then discontinued. So type the values. The first one is available, then press enter and then type it as out of stock, then enter and the last value is discontinued. So after typing all of these values just click on next, again click next and finally click on this save and new button. So these are the fields that we need to create. So we don't need to create any other field. Here click on this fields and relationship. So we successfully created all the necessary fields in this vehicle object. So like this we need to create the fields for remaining objects also. Now we will create the fields in this vehicle dealer custom object. So move to the setup page and here click on this object manager and in this quick find search for vehicle dealer. So select this vehicle dealer and here click on this fields and relationship. So let's see, the first field is dealer name. So we already have this vehicle dealer name field in the object. So move to the next field, that is dealer location. So here click on this new and select the data type as text and then click next. So here type the field label as dealer location and also type the length as 60 and then click next. Again click next and finally click on the save and new button. And we need to create another field, that is dealer code. So select the data type here as auto number and then click next. Now type the field as dealer code and here type the display format as DC hyphen and in the flower braces type 4 zeros and then close the flower brace. After that type the starting number as 001 and then click next. Again click next and finally click on save and new button. So the next field to be created is phone field. So here select the data type as phone and then click next and type the field label as phone. Click next and finally click on save and new button. And the last and final field in this object is email. So select the data type as email here and then click next. Now type the label as email click next, again click next, and finally click on this save button. So like this, we successfully created all the necessary fields in this vehicle dealer custom object. So the next custom object is in this vehicle order, we need to create the fields. Move to this setup page and here select this object manager, and in this quick find search for vehicle order. So select this vehicle order and move to this fields and relationship, and here the first custom field is we need to create lookup relationship to the customer object. So here click on this new button and select the data type as lookup relationship and then click next. Now in this related to select it as vehicle customer and then click next. Again click next, 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 and finally click on the save and new button. The next field we need to create is lookup relationship to this vehicle object. So here select the data type as lookup relationship and then click next. And from this related to select it as vehicle and then click next. Leave it as is and then click next. Click on next button until you find the save and new button. And the next field we need to create is order date field. So here select the data type as date and then click next. Now type the label as order date, then click on next, again click next, and finally click on save and new button. The last and final field in this object is status field. So here select the data type as pick list and then click next, and here type the label as status. After that select here as enter values, and also we need to enter the values like pending, confirm, delivered and also cancelled. So copy all those values and then paste it here. And here you need to remove this comma and then press enter. We need to add each and every value in a separate line, then only it will consider a new value. So I just removed the commas and also I just entered the values into a new line. After that click on next, again click next, and finally click on save button. So these are the necessary fields that we need in this vehicle order object. So up to now we created the fields for 3 custom objects and we are pending with another 3 custom objects. So the next custom object is vehicle customer and we need to create fields in that. So here move to setup page and here click on this object manager, and in this quick find search for vehicle customer. So select this vehicle customer and move to this fields and relationship. And the first field that we need to create is customer name. It is also available in this customer object, so don't create it again. And the next field we need to create is email. So here click on this new button and select the data type as email and then click next. So here type the label as email and then click next. Again click on next. Finally click on save and new. The next field we need to create is phone field. So here select the data type as phone and then click next. Now type the label as phone. Again click next. Finally click on save and new button. And the next field we need to create is address field. So here select the data type as text and then click next. Type the field label as address and also type the length as 60 and then click next. Again click on next and finally click on the save and new button. So the next field we need to create is preferred vehicle type. So here select the data type as pick list and then click next. So here type the field label as preferred vehicle type and also select here as enter values and then type the values as sedan and then SUV and then EV and finally etc. So after adding these values just click on next. Again click next and finally click on save button. So like this we successfully created the fields in this customer object also. And then move with the next object, that is vehicle test drive. So here in this setup page, click on this object manager, and in this quick find search for vehicle test drive. So select this, and here move to this fields and relationship. So let's see what's the first field is. We need to create the lookup relationship to the customer object. So here select this new button and select the data type as lookup relationship, and then click next. And in this related to select it as customer, vehicle customer. After that, click next. Leave it as it is and then click next. Again click on next button until you find the save and new button. So here click on the save and new button. Then we need to create another field, that is lookup relationship to this vehicle object. So here select the data type as lookup relationship and then click next. And in this related to select it as vehicle and then click next. So leave it as it is and then click next. Again click next, next, and finally click on save and new. So the last and final field that we need to create in this is test drive date. So here select the data type as date and then click next. So here type the label as test drive date. After that click next, next, and finally click on save and new. The one last field is status field. So here select the data type as pick list and then click next. Now type the field label as status and also select this enter values, and we need to add the values like scheduled, completed, and then cancel. So copy the values and here paste it, and also remove these commas at the middle and then press enter. So do it for all of these three so that only it will consider as new value. After that click next, again click next, and finally click on save button. So like this, we successfully created the fields in this vehicle test drive also, and we are pending with the last and final custom object, that is vehicle service request. So here in this setup page, click on this object manager, and in this quick find search for vehicle service request. So select this vehicle service request, and here click on this fields and relationship, and the first field is lookup relationship to the customer object. So here click on new, and here select the data type as lookup relationship and then click next. And in this related to select it as vehicle customer. After that click next. So leave it as it is and then click next. Again click next, next, and finally click on this save and new button. So the next field we need to create is lookup relationship to this vehicle object. So here select it as lookup relationship and then click next. And in this related to select it as vehicle and then click next. Leave it as it is and then click next, 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 and finally click on the save and new button. The next field we need to create is service date field. So here select the data type as date and then click next. So here type the label as service date and then click next. Again click next, and finally click on save and new. The next field we need to create is issue description. So here select the data type as text and then click next. Type the label as issue description and set the length as 60. Then click next, next, and finally click on save and new. So the last and final field is status field. Here select the data type as pick list and then click next, and also type the label as status, and here click on this enter values and then copy the values, that is requested, in progress, and then completed, and also paste it here and remove these commas at the middle and then press enter symbol. After adding these values correctly, just click on next, again click next, and finally click on save button. So like this, we successfully created all the necessary fields in all the custom objects. So with this, we completed the instruction data management fields, and we will move with the next instruction, that is automation. So here in this instruction, we are going to create the flows. So before moving to this flows creation, let's see up to now what we have created. So here we can see that the custom objects that we created, and then we added the tab styles for each of these object. Here it is. For this vehicle customer, I added the tab style as people. That's the reason here the image showing as people. And then we created the lightning app, named it as WhatNext Vision Motors. After that, we added the custom objects to this app. And finally, we created the fields in each and every object. So to see the fields available, we need to click on this new button. So click on that. So here are the fields that we created for this vehicle customer. And I'm creating a random record for this vehicle customer. So I'm giving the customer name as John, and I'm giving the email address. So I'm giving my personal email address. In your case, give it yours, because when we are working with the flows, we will send the emails. That's the reason it should be yours only. After that, give the phone number and then give the address, and finally select this preferred vehicle type. So after giving all of these details, just click on the save button. Like this, I successfully created the vehicle customer record. Then we will move with this vehicle dealer. Here also we will create some of the random records. For that, click on this new button. At first, we need to give this vehicle dealer name. So I am just giving randomly as EM. And then we need to give this dealer location. So I am giving it as Hyderabad. And add the phone number. And finally give this email. So after filling all of these details, just click on the save button. So we are done with creating the vehicle dealer, and I am going to create another dealer. For that, click on this vehicle dealer and here click on this new button. Now again give any other random dealer name. So I'm giving it as TM, and I'm giving the dealer location as Vizag. After that, I'm giving the phone number, and finally I will give this email. So after giving all of these details, just click on the save button. So I have created the two records for this vehicle dealer because we are working with assigning the nearest dealer to the order. So that's the reason I created the two dealers. After that, we need to add the vehicles also. For that, click on this vehicles object and here click on new. Now type the vehicle name. So I'm just typing it as Honda, and then we need to select this vehicle model. So I'm just selecting it as EV, and then we need to add the stock quantity. Then we need to add the price. After that, select the vehicle dealer, and finally set the status to available. So after filling all of these details, just click on the save button. We successfully created the vehicle also, and then we need to create the vehicle orders, but we will create it later after creating the flow. So let's start creating the flow. So this flow creation is about assigning the nearest dealer to the customer location. I have read all the instructions which are available here, and I want to make some changes here to be understand very easily. So before creating this flow, we need to create a field in this vehicle order. For that, move to the setup page and here click on this object manager. In this quick find, search for vehicle order. Select this vehicle order and then move to this fields and relationship. Now click on this new button. Select the data type as lookup relationship and then click next. And in this related to, select it as vehicle dealer and then click next. For our understanding, I am changing the label as assigned dealer. After that, click next. Again click next and finally click on save button. So we just created the field to see the assigned dealer in the vehicle order. Then we will start creating this flow. To create this flow, move to the setup page and here click on this home button. In this quick find, search for flows. Select these flows. Here click on this new flow. Now select the flow type as record trigger flow. And then we need to select the object as vehicle order. After that, leave it as is and then here click on this condition requirements and select it as all conditions are met, and Now we need to add the fields. So here are the fields that we need to add, that is status equals pending. So search the field as status. Leave the operator as equals and for the value select it as pending. And after adding all of these values, just click on the cross at the top. Then we need to add the get records element. For that, click on this plus button and then search for get records. Then copy the label from the instructions, that is get customer information. Then add it here. Then select the object as vehicle customer. And then in the field search for record ID. And leave the operator as equals and for the value select it as triggering vehicle order and in that search for vehicle customer. After adding all of these details, just click on the cross at the top. Then again click on this plus icon and search for get records. Now copy the label from the instructions, that is a get nearest dealer. Then paste it here and search for the object as vehicle dealer. For this field search for dealer location and leave the operator as equals and for the value select it as vehicle customer from get customer information and in that search for address. After adding all of these details, just click on the cross at the top. Then we need to add update records element. For that, click on this plus button and here search for update records. Select it and then copy the label from the instructions, that is assign dealer to order. Then paste it here. And here in the instruction, it says that we need to select use the IDs and all field values. But we need to know the assigned dealer name. For that, we need to update the assigned dealer field that we created. So I'm making some changes here. Move to this flow and here select it as specify conditions. And for the object, search for vehicle order. Then in this field, search for record ID and leave the operator as equals and for the value search for triggering vehicle order, in that select it record ID. So after taking the values, here in this search fields, search for assigned dealer. Sorry to interrupt you in the middle. If you found our channel helpful and useful for completing your internship, then please do subscribe our second channel named Topic Matters. You can find in our channel Education Matters or else you can search in the YouTube like Topic Matters, then you will get this channel. And also we added the project demo video in our second channel. Do check out that and complete your demo video. And in later days, we will definitely update the videos on placement series and also the behavior that we need in the interview and the questions that they asked in the interview. So all those will be helpful for you all. So please do subscribe the channel and stay connected with us. Thank you. And for the value, select it as get nearest dealer and in that record ID. So like this, we are updating the assigned dealer field so that we will get the dealer name in this field. After adding all of these details, just click on the cross at the top. Then we need to save this flow. For that reason, click on this save button and copy the flow label from the instructions, that is auto assign dealer. Copy that and then paste it here and then click on this save button. After that, activate the flow. Just click on this activate button. So yeah, the flow is activated successfully. To check whether it is working or not, move to this WhatNext Vision Motors app and here move to this vehicle orders and click on this new button. So here if you can't able to find this assigned dealer, just refresh the page and still if you can't able to see this field, just log out and log in again. Then you will get this field. So here I am creating this vehicle order. So I am just giving the order name as something like XYZ and I am selecting the customer as John and for the vehicle I am selecting it as Honda and I am selecting the order date as 30 and for the status set it to pending. After giving all of these details, just click on the save button. So here we can see that the assigned dealer is EM because The customer location is Hyderabad and also the vehicle dealer EM location is also Hyderabad. That's the reason it assigned the order to this dealer. So like this, we successfully created the flow auto assign dealer. Let's move to the another flow creation, that is record trigger flow creation. So here what we are doing is sending an email to the customer reminder about the test drive. So to create this flow, move to the setup page and here click on this new flow button and select the type of flow as record triggered flow. Then search the object as vehicle test drive and here trigger the flow when select it as a record is created or updated. And in this condition requirement, select it as all conditions are met and for the field search for status and leave the operator as equals and for the value select it as scheduled. And also here select it as only when your record is updated to meet the condition requirements. After adding all of these details correctly, just click on this cross icon at the top. Then we need to add the scheduled path because we need to get the email one day before the scheduled date only. For that reason, click on the start element and here click on this add scheduled path and copy the path label from the instruction reminder before test drive and then paste it here and select the time source as vehicle test drive date and for this offset number type it as 1 and in this option select it as days before. After adding these details, just click on the cross at the top. Then we need to add get records element and here click on this plus symbol near to the path of reminder before test date. So here click on plus symbol and then search for get records. Now copy the label from the instructions, that is get customer information and then add it here. Here select the object as vehicle customer and in this field search for record ID and leave the operator as equals and for the value select it as triggering vehicle test drive and in that select it as vehicle customer. So after adding all of these details, just click on the cross symbol at the top. Then we need to add email action. For that, click on this plus symbol and here search for action. And in this search for send email and then copy the label from the instructions, that is send test drive reminder. Then paste it here. From this recipient address list, select it as vehicle customer from get customer and in that select it as email. After that, just scroll down and here copy the subject from the instructions, that is reminder your test drive is tomorrow. Then paste it here and remove these quotations. After that, here in this rich test formatted body, select it as true and in this use line break, select it as true. Then we need to type the body here. So I'm just typing the body as dear user and then we need to add the user name here. For that reason, click on this insert a resource and here go to this vehicle customer and in this search for vehicle customer name. So after adding this resource, just add comma and then press enter. Then we need to type it as this is a reminder that your test drive is tomorrow. Test drive is tomorrow. If you need to reschedule, please contact us at support@gmail.com and then press enter and finally add it like thank you. So this email template is available in the instructions. So here in this image it is available, that's the reason I added like that. And here we missed to add the ID of this test drive. So move to this flow and here after this test drive just give a space and click on this insert a resource and search for triggering vehicle test drive, and in that select it as record ID. Then we will get the ID of the test drive. So like this, I created the body and also added this use line breaks and reach test formatted body. So after adding all of these correctly, just click on the cross symbol at the top. Then we need to save this flow. For that reason, click on the save button and move to the instructions page, copy the label, that is test drive reminder, then add it here and then click on save button. Then we need to activate the flow. For that reason, click on this activate button. Here we created the flow successfully. Let's see whether it's working or not. To check about this, move to this WhatNext Vision Motors and here move to this vehicle test drives and click on new. Now give any random test drive name. So I'm just giving it as XYZ. And then we need to select the vehicle customer. Then select this vehicle. And then select the test drive date as tomorrow. Because we will get the email one day before the scheduled date. That's why I'm selecting the date as tomorrow itself. After that, from the status, select it as schedule. After giving all of these details correctly, just click on the save button. So now check your email whether you got the email or not. So I got the email. You can see that subject reminder your test drive is tomorrow. And also I got the email 0 minutes ago itself. So here is the body that we added. Dear user John, this is a reminder that your test drive is tomorrow. If you need to reschedule, please contact us at support@gmail.com. So like this, we successfully created the flow. The last instruction in this project is APEX and batch classes. So here we will create the APEX classes. To create these APEX classes, move to the setup page and here click on this gear icon and select this developer console. Just right click and click on this open link in new tab. So yeah, the developer console page is open. To create the APEX class, copy the name, that is vehicle order trigger handler. Then move to this developer console page and here click on this file and then click on this new and select here as APEX class. Then add the APEX name here, that is vehicle order trigger handler, and then click OK. So you need to copy the source code which is available here, but maybe you will get some errors. So I just added the code. Copy the code from here and I will add this link in the description and also in comment box. Do copy from here, you won't get any errors. So after copy it, just replace this text here and then add the code. And then click on this file and here select it as save button. Then we need to create APEX trigger. So we need to add the trigger name as vehicle order trigger. So move to this developer console and here click on this file and here click on this new and select it as APEX trigger. And then we need to add the name. For that I am copying from here, that is vehicle order trigger. And then paste it here. And select the S object as vehicle order. Select this vehicle order underscore C. And then click submit. Now copy the code. Replace the code which is available here. And then click on this file and select it as save. Like this, we successfully saved the vehicle order trigger handler and vehicle order trigger. So let's see what's the purpose of this APEX class and APEX trigger. To check this, move to this WhatNext Vision Motors app and here click on this vehicle orders. So before creating the order, move to these vehicles and here I am having the one vehicle name called Honda. And here we can see I am having the stock quantity of 100. So let's create the vehicle order. Here click on new. And here give any order name. Select the vehicle customer. And then select this vehicle. And select this order date as 24. And here set the status to confirmed. So after adding all of these details, just click on this save button. So we can see that the vehicle status is confirmed. That means we need to reduce the stock quantity of this vehicle. Let's see whether it's reduced or not. So to see that, move to these vehicles. Here open this Honda vehicle and we can see that the stock quantity is reduced from 100 to 99. This is the first purpose of the creating Apex class. And then if the stock quantity is equals to 0, then it won't allow us to create the orders. Let's check that also. For that, I'm just click on this pencil icon for this stock quantity and I will change this from 99 to 0 and then saving this. Let's try to create the record. For that, move to this vehicle orders and here click on this new button. Now type any order name and then select the vehicle customer and also select the vehicle and then select this order date and try to set the status as pending and then just click on this save button. So we can see that we got an error message like this vehicle is out of stock. So this is also we achieved with the help of Apex. So with the use of Apex, we are doing that, preventing the orders for the vehicles out of stock, and also we are reducing the quantity when the order status is confirmed. So after that, we need to create the batch classes. So here we need to create another Apex class and we need to name it as vehicle order batch. For that, move to this developer console and here click on this file. Again click new and then click on this Apex class. Now copy this Apex class name, that is vehicle order batch, and then paste it here. So here remove this colon, I just copied it mistakenly. So we need to add it as vehicle order batch. After that click OK. Then copy the code and also paste it here. After that click on this file and then click on this save button. Then we need to add the scheduler. For that click on this file and here click new and then click on this Apex class and copy this class name, that is vehicle order batch scheduler. Then paste it here and then click OK. Now copy the code and then paste it here. After adding the code, here click on this file and then click on the save button. Like this, we added the batch Apex classes also. So here the uses of these classes are, if any stock quantity of the vehicle is reduced to 0, then at a certain period of time it checks for the vehicle stock quantity, and if it is less than 0, then it will set the order status to pending. So this is about the whole process of WhatNext Vision Motors project, and we implemented each and every instruction which is mentioned here, and also we made some changes for better understanding. I hope this video helps for you all, and if it is helpful, then please do subscribe and share it with your friends who are looking for this project. That's it. Thank you.